I also gotta clean this screen.
Oh, yeah.
This is so bad.
Were you around on Twitter for the whole bisexuals don't clean their screens discourse?
No, but bisexuals don't do anything, so... we don't do anything, okay?
You're too attracted.
We don't have time to do anything but be attracted to people.
I'm coming around on the radical. Everyone's got to choose one gender, not for like gender reasons, just for productivity. You can't get anything done.
Phone's always dead, screen's always dirty, clothes never washed.
Uncharged phones.
I just said that.
Oh,
first
sorry.
one I said. Okay. Well, that was all being recorded.
I see we're keeping this all.
I guess so. I'll throw it at the end. I don't put this in the beginning. Maybe I will. How is it going, everybody? I am the Pit of Darkness, and this is
the bright halo of light.
This is Ms. Marvel Season 1, Episode 5. I just looked it up. Oh, it was Time and Again.
Okay, you know what? That one I think is going to immediately make sense.
Still no any thematic nature to these
Not really.
titles or any consistency whatsoever,
No.
but whatever. You know, Time and Again, it sounds like we are doing a time travel situation. Again, I'm on your side. I do think this is going to be a time travel thing. She's going to lead, you know, her grandmother back.
I should probably clarify to any first-time watchers, this is not a standard in the comics Ms. Marvel ability.
Okay, sure.
But I will not say she has not time-traveled, because it's Marvel. Everyone has time-traveled at least
Oh,
once.
yeah. I thought you were saying to new viewers, like somebody watching just, like the first time they see our channel is episode 5 of Ms. Marvel. Which, if you are, why?
They're just going to know us as the Pit of Darkness and the Halo of Light. I don't know what to say.
Alright, let's jump into this reaction. What the fuck is this intro? Check out the link in the description. Here we go. Okay, here for this discussion. First up, who do you want to win the Kamala Bowl?
Honestly, the ending really sold me on Kamran. Like,
Yeah.
I liked him all the way throughout, but there was still that 1% of, like, you know, is he a jerk? And genuinely, the Brian thing is one of the most jerky things.
Yeah.
In the sense of being like, well, why are you doing this? Like, it feels very petty. To know for a fact, that wasn't a petty thing.
Yeah.
He genuinely thought his name was Brian. Like, that clears up the one reason I was like, okay, I don't know if I want her to be with him. But now that that's resolved, I think it'd be, yeah, I could see them together.
Yeah, and like they've done a good job of, I mean, to be fair, Bruno, you know,
Yeah.
he's okay.
He's okay, but also they haven't really done a lot with them romantically. Like, it is very much a friend thing with the het implication of it's a boy and a girl.
I mean, they're clearly showing that he is interested in her.
Fair.
You know, it's not a like she's also interested in him, but like
Yeah.
they've been very clear that he's interested in her.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm just, you know, not super sold on the chemistry between them, you know. And also, you know, he should probably go to California. Yeah, and do all that. Like, but yeah, with Kamran, when he was first introduced and stuff like that, I was really into him and everything like that. Then when we got the guy from the Red Daggers, I was like very into him as well, and that was fantastic as well. And then, you know, but also, he's not in America. That's also a big, you know, aspect of why that can't happen. Also, it's not like he can move to America. He's got a lot of warrants out for his arrest, so.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Yeah, well, I mean,
we know kind of how it, you know, theoretically how it would have happened, but there's a story there.
You know, it doesn't seem like these masks are doing much, actually. You know, I'm gonna take it back. I said that they worked last time, and they're like, oh, it's for 100 years. Clearly not if you have a couple, like, you know, warrants for your arrest.
Yeah.
Like... But yeah, I did really like his role in the story too, even if he was only really in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed his role we had.
Yeah, it's really a, like, you know, the world is bigger kind of role. He's out there, there's at least one person in India, you know, like, helping out. There's a whole organization, really. But we only see him and his master, who is now dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they were doing, like, an implied familial relation there with the, like, you know, oh, are you going to do okay, like, sort of situation.
Yeah.
Like, it could have absolutely just been a sort of master situation, but, I don't know. I mean, also this is, you know, all about family and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Phase 4 is all about family, so.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is actually surprising that they didn't go one way or another on that, even if it is a found family thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, also, we don't see any, we only see, they say her name so much, and I can't remember, the main villain, Najima. Like, yeah, it was just her and the other girl who were there, it seems like.
Okay.
I thought there was others who were getting up, but they aren't really there for the other bit when like, the girl who's not Najima walks into the thing.
Yeah. Huh.
Also, so glad we got an MCU thing with the gonna turn you into a skeleton and your bones are gonna go Looney Tunes style. Oh, so happy. So happy. Like, yeah, did we talk about that in the No Way Home discussion?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but yeah, like, you know, you really wanted Green Goblin.
I really wanted the Green Goblin's skeleton bombs.
Yeah, yeah. I hope when we get Blade, we also get the I turn you into a skeleton moves. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm just such a sucker for the turning into a skeleton. The skeleton stays upright and then goes.
But what do you think Najma did?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because that was also like not powers we had ever seen her have before.
Yeah. Like the way I'm thinking of it right now is, because she doesn't have powers in this world, like, besides, you know, they all can do the thing with their, like, chosen item, like, turn into a weapon. Not sure how that works. But my interpretation is, like, as she was walking into the portal, like, since she's going home, like, her powers come back.
Yeah, because it did, like, come into her.
Yeah. So it is a, like, you know, while she has, like, the Noor, she then used it to close the portal.
And also give a bunch of energy to Kamran, which then unlocked basically Kamala's powers in him, which I get, like, is Kamran a clandestine, or is he a half-half, like Kamala is?
I think he's half-half, because, like, they did bring up specifically, he is 18. Like, he ages normally, you know?
Right, I mean, it could just be 18.
Fair.
Oh, I think he was like 19 or something, but
yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Like, is his dad also a clandestine?
Yeah, like, is he just a clandestine who has only been alive for 19 years? And is it the classic thing where, you know, the first, like, 20 years or so of any fantasy race lives for a long time?
Oh,
is you just go straight up to, the, like, at 20 you are about a human 20, and then it stretches out. So, yeah,
I'm guessing, like, because he can use his powers here, and we set up that Kamala can only do it because she's half and half, I'm guessing he has a human dad.
Yeah.
And so this was just, like, you know, her version of the Bangle situation. Like, I'm gonna wake up your powers.
It's just interesting that, like, you know, like, she got so much on Aisha's case, but then she also just got with a, you know, human guy and had a baby, and...
I guess the difference is that, you know, Aisha loved her you know, her husband and child, whereas up until this last moment, like, she was really going to go for the, I left him in prison? I don't give a fuck. He's staying in prison. I'm going home. Fuck him.
I love being like, I can't go back to him. I left him in prison. So go back! What do you mean?
Kamala saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
And he actually does have that last regret, and because of all of that stuff, I really thought, like, this could still be the case, but my immediate thought was, oh, is she, like, sending herself as a ghost into him?
Like, she possessed, like, oh, fuck it, I'll just be him.
Yeah, or, like, I need to get him out. I'm gonna, like, quickly hijack his body and fight my way out.
Because he's just running around in a prison for hours, confused.
Oh, this boy, again... I like the now full reveal that he's just kind of dumb. He's just kind of a himbo.
He really is.
Just walking around the prison, sees the Argon joke, and he goes, I like Argon. It's one of my favorite elements.
He got the joke, at least. Because I was going to, like, what is AR? Or what AR is? Oh, the fucking Tesla. I mean, he was listening to the Sweatshop Boys.
Oh, yeah.
It's full himbo. Full himbo. But yeah, I will say the, you know, Najma doing the, like, you know, tear, oh, okay, actually, I will do a big sacrifice moment for Kamran in the end. It's hard to do something like that and make it not so contrived and ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, they tried. They tried. As well as, like, it wasn't, like, that was, like, almost funny to me, and, like, such a quick switch of, fuck my kid, to, oh, I do actually love my kid. But it wasn't, like, a funny thing, but just the Aisha in the flashback going oh, Cinna, you came back to me. And then Kamala saying, I'm not Cinna. And almost while she's still saying that sentence, saying, you need to go get Cinna back to the dad. It was like, that was the fastest, like, okay, understood. Here's what you need to do then. Like, so fast.
Oh, yeah. I think the other thing that made, like, the closing the portal scene a little weird is that that's all connected to helping Kamran. Like, it's kind of in the sense of, like, you know, this will destroy the entire world. But even then, like, A, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
And B, it is the, like, you know, like, it's the kind of thing where I think it would have felt more natural if Kamran was there somehow. If it was a, like, oh, this will kill your kid who is literally right there, you need to save him.
Yeah.
Like, emotionally speaking, it would have hit more, as opposed to a more, like, in general, this is going to cause a giant explosion that will eventually reach America and then kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, but they want to have him have this, like, you know, oh, I think my mom's going to come back for me sort of situation.
Yeah, which I do like that aspect of all this.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, you know, he has been like, well, of course my mom's not evil. And then, like, oh, no, it seems like she might be evil, I gotta go save Kamala. And now still like that, but she'll come back for me. Like, what do you think, she's gonna go home without me? Kill herself without me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I appreciate, like, you know, needing to do that, but I do agree with you. If he was here in the moment, it would have made more sense. Also, the power of the sun. If you got hit with a ray from the sun, would you turn into a skeleton?
I don't think you turn into a skeleton. Like, it seems like the effect of it is almost like if they are beings of lights, then it is like, you know, it instantly crystallizes them. And then the crystals fall away, but the skeleton is still made of stuff from this world. Yeah. Like, everything changes except for the skeleton.
Yeah. The Nor powers, man, there's a lot of shit going on here. Do you think there's any, like, there's no real explanation on how the fuck Najma found Aisha, you know, in the middle of a rural place, you know, there's no technology. This is not a use your find my phone situation. You don't have Bishop security. Yeah, and this is a, like, I think it would be fine if we didn't have the specific, like, they were able to find Kamala because she activated the bracelet for the first time. Yeah, like, that is a clear, like, but if it wasn't for that, I would just say, oh, Nora can just find each other. Like, it's just, you know, like, you know, your classic, this kind of energy attracts this kind of energy, or we can all kind of sense each other vaguely. Yeah. But it's the specific, like, also with, you know, the village thing. The idea that, like, they were just combing India and Pakistan, like, you know, the old-fashioned way, like, just walking through the areas and eventually finding them. Yeah, and, like, again, it's not like she has any, like, extremely striking features that will be, like, memorable to be like, have you seen a girl who X, Y, or Z, you know? Yeah. And they were keeping on the down low and stuff like that. So, it was just, like, extra weird. Like, there's a lot of layers here why they shouldn't be able to find her, so how did they find her? Yeah, I suppose I can justify the train yard thing a little bit with, you know, just the, you know, everyone, like, anyone who is Muslim is, you know, getting on the trains. Yeah. So that'd be an easy, I know this location, but even then, like, that's totally understandable. Yeah. But yeah, even then, like, the pinpoint of I can find you specifically is tough, considering we built up, again, you know, because of the whole, you know, like, family separation thing, how massive impact this place is. Yeah. Like, that in itself is just, you know, a struggle. Yeah. Bit of a stretch for some stuff, but, you know, like, it's, I don't know, it feels more of a stretch, maybe because, you know, they're coming up with all this on their own, you know, this is, like, wholly original to the show and that, so they're really having to, like, dot all the I's and cross the T's themselves, rather than, like, relying on a source material that they're kind of adapting, changing it in ways and stuff like that, but, you know, you have more of a source material to work with there. Yeah. So, you know, maybe that's just why this feels a little bit more contrived than normal, just, like, it's the first time really going for, like, a full original powers and story kind of thing. But yeah, very, very, like, not like a super emotional episode, but a very, honestly, more sweet episode. Like, it was a tragedy, but it felt more sweet and bittersweet than anything. Yeah, like, it has a fairy tale quality of... Yeah.
even in something that is, you know, a very, very bad situation, things worked out okay. And, like, especially because we have the future stuff. So it is, like, you know, all of this then leads to 3 generations of, you know, of women in the same family finally coming to an understanding and understanding each other and being able to, you know, appreciate everything that's happened.
Also, I want to point out also the most striking features of Aisha happen after she, you know, marries Hassan. Like, that's, you know, like the rose in her hair, the long braid. Like, she doesn't have any of those before they get together. So, even more so, a, like, you know, I guess the bangle. The bangle is probably the big thing. Like, you know, did you see a girl with a bangle? Like, I guess.
But even then, you're saying in India, is there a girl with a bangle?
Yeah, it's still. But yeah. And yeah, I like that we got like this sort of legacy hero and not a legacy hero kind of way. Like, she wasn't a hero in any way, but she didn't have the bangle. She wasn't using the bangle. Yeah. But it still has this, like, passed down from hero to another hero sort of feeling. That. Like, a tiny bit. Not quite.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely that, you know, it is history.
Like, it feels like almost like they might have been heroes or warriors in the Nor.
Oh,
but
I can see that.
Yeah. I would like to get, you know, also some background on the Nor and everything too, like the Dimension more so.
I'm very curious to see if we'll do anything with the Dimension after like the series is over.
Bro, I'm gonna guess not. Like, this series is already very like I don't know, telly more than showy a lot of times. Like, we do get some, I don't know, like. Something that stuck out to me was, like, when she was going up to, you know, meet the Red Dagger guy, and it's like, we're not going to show her doing the platform thing. You guys seen it enough. And every time we do see it, there's so many cuts, and it's so close up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so, if we do see the Nor, once again, I imagine it'll be in a movie, and not in this, because, yeah, they don't seem super confident on their stuff here, which is why I'm very surprised they did the skeleton thing, because the series reeks of we're embarrassed of our powers, and so I can see very surprised, or not like we're embarrassed of our CG, and so I'm surprised they, you know, did something as goofy as the skeleton thing.
It's also just so stunning to me that this is episode 5. Like, I get it, but on the same level, it is like, you know, the entire series we've been talking about partition. It has been like, you know, it's all been about, you know, the past and their legacy, their history, their genetics, and like, this is like the climax of so many of those things. Yeah. That like it feels so wild, because also the Disney Plus series rarely do what other series do of like episode 5, or the second last episode is the climax, and then the one after that is more of a like epilogue and falling action, and you know, like there's a climax in there, but it's more like, you know,
it's usually you open with the big fight, and then the rest of the episode's epilogue. But like you start out with the huge fight in episode 6 versus, you know, I'm not sure what our huge fight's gonna be other than just fighting damage control. Like, it's not gonna be a very traditional big fight sort of situation.
Because this was everything. Also, they just took the big swing of having the entire start of the episode just be like, we're just gonna do like a dramatization of just partition, like just that. Like, we're not gonna have any of our known characters in this for the first bit. It is just a straight up, here's just the news, here's just, you know, the shot of the trains. Like, we're just gonna give you all the context on why this is such a world shaking event,
which I feel like they definitely needed. And again, I feel like to go into what you were just saying with this being episode 5, I think this is like, you know, this is all about, you know, the infighting and the like the British come in and do the thing, like the actual evil ones come in and do the thing, and then just peace out, essentially. Not really, but like, and then it creates, like, you know, it's the divide and conquer sort of thing, you know, arbitrarily like dividing them, and then causing infighting, causing all this stuff, making it harder to band together, and then I feel like that's again what we're doing for the, you know, episode 6 of. All through episode 1 through 5 has been the infighting amongst the Jinn and stuff like that. and I mean even like amongst the family and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah.
that. And then now we have the family has come together. Even the like evil gens, you know, the clandestine, you know, even they had like a little sacrifice thing at the end, even though they're not going to be around.
Yeah.
You know, or I put my power into Kamran, so now
that
he's going to be
the big
seeing,
like
you know, Brian and Kamran coming together, you know, squashing that beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all that sort of stuff happening here. So like then now for episode 6, we're gonna have the big like, oh, okay, now we can focus on the actual bad guy that has like been truly causing all of this to happen in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Like all the reason why any of this is even happening is because damage control getting involved. Like if damage control didn't get involved, this probably could have got all done in a way easier way. I mean, even just without them coming into the mosque, this could have gone way better. But like they, you know, stir the shit, and then the dividing and conquering starts to happen, and you know. But yeah, so I think that's sort of what we're going for. Of like the, you know, episode 1 through 5 is all about the infighting until we can go like, why are we doing this? There's the clear big bad. Let's go after them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think we're leading up to.
Makes sense to me.
And yeah, this is the kind of thing where I would have expected Red Dagger to also. I'm just calling him Red Dagger now.
Yeah, that's fair.
We got his name. Oh, it was Kareem. Kareem is his name. I don't remember his nickname, but yeah. Either way, yeah. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I thought he was going to be involved in the final battle because he's a very like battle warrior kind of guy, and he's super cool. But yeah, not really. You know, he fought in the chase, you know, and stuff like that, and he, you know, fought when they busted in the room and stuff. But like, that's kind of it. You know, I was really expecting to be a part of the big fight, but interesting that we're gonna do like. I mean, I also would not have expected. Oh, now Kamran's gonna have powers that are just like, you know, Miss Marvel's, and it feels weird.
It does. I'm very curious, like, where we're going with that. So,
Yeah.
like, how his abilities are going to be different.
Is it going to be a temporary thing? Like she put in a certain amount of energy that he's going to use up in this fight?
Oh, I can see that.
You know, he doesn't even have the bangle, and he can do this shit.
Yeah, like, again, the Bangle just unlocked her powers. So...
And then in episode 5, how are we going to do the big steer towards Captain Marvel sort of thing? And, like, Miss Marvel and, you know...
Yeah, like, she's got, you know, the broken jewelry, so that's given her that design. She's got... This entire time, I really thought the red cloth that came with the bangle was going to be her sash, but it seems like Red Dagger's cloth is going to be her sash instead.
I don't think so. It's way too short. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the red sash is going to be the one that we saw earlier.
All right.
I think this is just another red thing to have.
Fair.
And she might put it on her in a different way.
I can see that.
She might even use it as a like actual mask sort of thing.
Ooh, I can see that. Because, yeah, like, we're definitely gonna do now I have this cloth that is extremely important, and I've got, you know, these other things that are all important, and now I'm going to make a cosplay, essentially.
Yeah.
For, like, her final costume. Like, cosplay of herself.
I do like that, you know, we don't have, like, the, you know, her colors are blue and red, so all her casual clothes are also blue and red sort of thing. I actually really like that, you know, we don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, I can't believe we got the whole family album thing and we didn't get to see her brother in the goth outfit.
Oh!
Wanted to see that so bad.
We still got time. Maybe in the finale.
You think we're going to get another Bon Jovi song for the finale? I kind of hope so.
I kind of hope so, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we're definitely leaning on that as the, like, oh, that's her parents.
True. But... be like, oh, we went on a bunch of adventures. She went around the world chasing after stars, Bon Jovi.
Yeah. I can definitely see us, you know, building up to another one, especially if we do like a big family solidarity thing.
Yeah.
I really don't know what this final fight's gonna be. Like it's gonna be against damage control in some sense, but like. She's not gonna, like, blow up the prison, or, like, you know, she's not gonna get the government to renounce damage control.
I mean, they might, if damage control causes so much damage that, like, you know, the MCU is not, like, real life, you know? In real life, of course, that would never happen, but in the MCU, I could see them doing a, like, damage control caused so much damage, we had to damage control.
Yeah. I could see a big ol' like, you know, just an expose on this whole scenario. Just a like, I am a superhero. I've done nothing wrong. They are literally racist.
Yeah.
Like, you just put that shit on like on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean,
just do a big call-out post.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna happen. they already know damage control is fucked up. You know, we have not seen a single person in the entire MCU who has not gone damage control. Oof, fuck this. So, yeah. But I could see her, you know, at least destroying all the drones. They don't have any of the drones anymore. And hopefully it's like a thing of like, you can't make them anymore because the secrets are gone or something.
I can see that. Like, I do genuinely think the drones they're using are the exact same ones that, you know, Mysterio and Spider-Man used.
Yeah.
Like, I do think it is a literal... That's literally all of them.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Also, we did set up in episode 1... Again, I don't think this is good. I would not do this. We set up in episode 1 the big, like, Kamala likes Captain Marvel because she came in out of literally nowhere and saved the day.
Yeah.
I could see the finale being, like, they get into a real pinch, like, the drones are all around them, you know, the call-out post on TikTok didn't work, and then Captain Marvel shows up and makes her own TikTok post and is like, I agree, they're racist! And then she blows up all the drones.
It's a possibility!
Because, like, I truly don't... Like, the way I think they're really going to include Captain Marvel is in a post-credit scene where she shows up and she's like, hey kid, good work. But I don't think that'd be cool. I do think it'd be worse writing, but cooler if Captain Marvel literally shows up in the finale and saves them and does some energy blasts and goes, you're just like me.
I feel like they could, but if they do a Captain Marvel shows, not that, but if they do a Captain Marvel shows up at the end, like, I don't think she's gonna show up at all.
Okay.
Because if she shows up in, like, a post-credit scene, it's just gonna feel, one, like, that is the most generic MCU post-credit scene. That's the thing they get made fun of for all the damn time. I mean, it's not as bad as a, like, a Gulp Shido, but it's still, you know. But yeah, and then we also have, like, DC does that, you know, all the time. And so they might be like, oh, it's more of a DC sort of thing.
I can see it.
So... I don't see her. It feels like it's gonna be too much of like a Shazam bit to be like, "Hey, you know, Kamala, I'm here. You're cool." Fist bump. I hope we get the final fight. We get some epilogue, and then we get a big dance number.
Oh,
I want the big Indian dance number.
I can see it.
All right. That's it. I think. We'll see you guys for the finale. Until then, get the fuck out of here.